It's
Did you
about
want
the
to look?
world premiere of Fortune X. How's it going, everybody? Matt, oh wait, I've got to share my screen here. Um, Hang on. There we go. How's it going, everybody? Matt and Steve from the Jackpot Gents here on our Thursday night tutoring on videopoker.com. We're doing something a little bit different today. Hang on one second.
I'm trying to bring this up on
We are going over a
YouTube.
very
Sorry.
specific scenario on Ultimate X, but so that shouldn't take too long. But then we have another thing on videopoker.com that we're going to do. We found a new game today at the casino when we were videotaping, and we had a huge amount of fun on it. So, but we also had no idea what we were doing. So we're
Well,
going to try.
we had some idea.
Well, yeah. You said you only made minor mistakes.
Yeah, I practiced on it when I got home, but you could only play. You couldn't play the exact same game.
Mm-hmm.
It had a different pay table. The one that here was 99.4%. I think it was
98.
no the only pay table you could use in the pro version was 99.4%.
No, I did not just do a shot, Mom. I took my medicine, which is like taking a shot. I took a shot that keeps me alive. So anyway, Paxor and Mr. Brain were nice enough to make this scenario for us here. We have two of them. We have we'll go over this first. This is a little quiz here. It's a 6-question quiz, right? So the first scenario we're going to go over in Ultimate X, and this is the 6-5 bonus poker that we've been playing. The first thing we're going to go over is a pair of aces versus 4 to a flush.
I have a question, Mr. Borey.
Yes.
What is the expected return on 6-5 bonus poker?
97 and change, I think.
Oh, it's not even 98?
Maybe it is. I don't know. Let's see. We'll check on videopoker.com. So we'll go to play video poker.
Oh.
We'll go to Ultimate X Poker. And we'll go to use this fun custom pays and go to bonus poker 6-5, 98.24 on 10 play.
Yeah, okay, so it's better.
So it is. So good game for South Florida standards.
And nobody plays that game perfectly.
Nobody plays that game perfectly. It's a very, very hard strategy. But we are going to go over it bit by bit to hopefully break down that very hard strategy and make it easier to learn. So we have this. So here's the scenario. So this is the scenario that Mr. Brain wrote this part. This is a high pair versus 4 to the flush, right? So this is in regular 6-5 bonus poker. This is the strategy over here on the left. This is the rank of cards, right? The rank of hands. So number 1 is if you've got a dealt royal flush, straight flush, 4 of a kind, or full house, you're going to keep those 4 hands, of course. First, what is it doing here? Why isn't it letting me present here? Present. There we go. Okay, so over here on the left side, we have number 1. Those 4 hands, kind of obvious. If you're dealt a full house, if you're dealt a 4 of a kind, if you're dealt a straight flush, or if you're dealt a royal flush. Oh, Mr. Brain did both parts, excuse me. So those are pretty obvious. The second most best hand in the game, other than if you're grouping those 4 together, is 4 to a royal. Also pretty obvious. Number 3 is a dealt flush, a dealt straight, dealt 3 of a kind, dealt 2 pair. If you have any of those, you're going to keep them. Number 4 is 4 to a straight flush. Number 5 is a high pair, and number 6 is 4 to a flush. So that is in regular 6-5 bonus poker on like a single line, 3-play, 5-play, 10-play without the Ultimate X. That's never going to change. Bonus poker, you're always going to keep a high pair over 4 to a flush. But the thing about bonus poker is if you play it, you know 4 aces pays more than jacks, queens, or kings. So a pair of aces is technically worth more. It has a higher EV because if you manage to get quads, it's going to pay 400 versus the 125. So that's how it works in regular bonus poker. Now the second column over here on the right, this is if we move to Ultimate X. And in Ultimate X, full house does rank higher than 3 aces. So you're always going to keep a full house no matter what because of that 12x multiplier. And in double-double bonus, it might be a little different, but we're talking about regular bonus poker here.
Can I throw in something here, though? But
yes.
For people, I would assume that what we're saying here is for people who are familiar with Ultimate X. If someone's not familiar with Ultimate X, maybe give a brief explanation.
So, okay, if you're not familiar with Ultimate X, I'll play it real quick. So, play games, Ultimate X poker, 10 play. The way it works is it's a multi-hand game, and for every you have to double your bet to make a bonus bet. For every this is Deuce is Wild, but this is just the game here. For every winning hand, you're going to get a multiplier on your next hand. And well, let's change.
Can you go to bonus poker?
Yeah, bonus poker, 6-5 bonus poker.
There you go.
Let's use this as the example. So 10 play, you have to double your bet from what you would normally be betting. And you get multipliers on the next hand based on your winning hands here. Oh, thank you, Suzette. I saw it, Covey, but we were busy filming today. I just saw the notification. I didn't have a chance to respond yet. Yeah, so this strategy that we're going over today is a bit advanced. It's for people who are familiar with the conventional strategy for bonus poker. But if you know that and you're not familiar with Ultimate X, so you look at this down here. And down here, this will tell you full house. On the next hand, jacks or better will give you a 2 times multiplier on that one hand. 2 pair gives you 3 of a kind. And it's a bell curve. It goes all the way up to 12x on a full house. And then it starts to go back down on the better hands. You get 3 times on 4 of a kind, 5s through kings, and then a 4 times multiplier on the other quads up through the royal flush and including the straight flush. So that's why, and since you're doubling your bet, sometimes you got to fish for multipliers, because since you're doubling your bet, if you don't have any multipliers or you're going to have low multipliers on your next hand, it becomes much harder to make your money back. So sometimes you're going to want to fish for like straights, flushes, to get that 8x and that 11x multiplier. So that's why what we're talking about here is the strategy changes. So on the left here is, we'll go back to this now that you're familiar with Ultimate X. On the left here is the strategy for regular 6-5 bonus poker without Ultimate X. And on the right is the Ultimate X changes. So in Ultimate X, full house, you're always going to keep over 3 aces. In regular bonus poker, you would keep, I believe you do keep 3 aces over a full house. And then in bonus poker, Ultimate X, you're going to keep 4 to a royal over a flush or a straight. So if you're playing regular bonus poker without the Ultimate X feature, if you're dealt a flush and you have 4 to the royal in it, you're going to go for the 4 to the royal and throw away the flush. It's the same. Oh, it is the same here. So, but however, you're going to, if you have a flush or a straight, and you're dealt 4 to the straight flush over that, you're going to keep the flush or the straight, both of those over the straight flush, because you're going to you want that 11 times multiplier on the flush or the 8 times multiplier on the straight. So, but the scenario we're going to talk about is if you have a high pair versus 4 to the flush. And so in Ultimate X 6-5 bonus poker, the correct what you're supposed to keep depends on the strength of the high pair, which is what I was saying. 4 aces pays more than 4 jacks, queens, or kings. So a pair of aces has a higher EV than jacks, queens, or kings. And then, so it depends on the strength of your high pair versus the strength of the 4 to a flush, because it depends on the number of high cards that are in that. So you can either have 3 high cards, you can have 2 high cards, or you can have 1 high card. The reason you can't have 4 high cards is because if you have 4 high cards, then it's not 4 to a flush, it's 4 to a royal flush. And you can't have 0 or high cards because you have a high pair, so one of those has to be part of the flush. Number 6, what all of these are 4. What do you mean, Dope? On the left side here, the 1 through 6, this is just the strategy for regular 6-5 bonus poker with no Ultimate X feature.
Can you go back to the game and plug in the thing to show people?
Well, we're going to get there.
Oh, okay.
So, and then this is the strategy, the little equation that they wrote here. The total of the multipliers for the current hand means M, because M is for multipliers, relative to the number of hands being played, which is P. So P is either going to be 3, 5, or 10, because you're either going to be playing 3 play, 5 play, or 10 play, right? So if we go to this next page, this is the scenario we're going to be talking about today, a pair of aces versus 4 to a flush. So we're just going to be talking about the pair of aces here because that's easier. The strategy is actually quite simple. You keep the pair of aces when the 4 to the flush contains fewer than 3 high cards, or when the current hand has any multiplier. So otherwise you're going to keep 4 to the flush. So what did I do here? So with no multipliers, pair of aces versus 4 to the flush, you're going to keep the pair of aces in bonus. This is with no Ultimate X feature here. That's the first column. Then the second column, that's with no high cards. Then the second column shows if your 4 to the flush has 1 high card, you're still going to keep the aces. The third column here shows even if your 4 to the flush has, keep the aces. And then only when 4 to the flush has 3 high cards do you look at the multipliers. If you have absolutely no multipliers, then you're going to keep the 4 to the flush with the 3 high cards. If you have any multiplier at all, even if you just have one 2x multiplier on 10 play, you keep the aces. And this is what I was talking about at the bottom. Note that the 4 to the flush can't have 0 high cards because one of them is an ace. And then it can't have 4 high cards because then it's a 4 to the royal, and you're going to keep that. So then we're going to go to this other little quiz that we got here. And we're going to take this quick little quiz. So this is the it's quiz, 6 questions. So based on what I just read, let's see how well you can do this quiz, Dad, based on how terribly I just taught that.
I always rely on you, Matt.
Okay, well you're
my
taking
ace
the
in the
quiz
hole.
today because I was told not to cheat and look at this earlier, but I did look at it earlier.
Oh, okay.
So now that I've gone through all that very poorly, we're going to go ahead and go to the quiz. So here's the first hand, Dad. You're playing 5 play.
Yes.
You have 1 4 times multiplier.
Well, you would keep the aces because you have a 4 times multiplier.
Let's see. 4 to the flush contains just 2 high cards, so we always keep the pair of aces. Look at that, you're right.
Well, was it because it had? I'm sorry. Can you show that answer again?
Well, I was going to go back.
Oh,
so
okay.
he wanted to see the instructions. So for the instructions, we're going to examine each hand carefully and take your time. Okay, take your time. That's something I have terrible time with. Then you're going to make sure the hand is in fact the scenario 1A, which is a pair of aces versus 4 to a flush. If so, you're going to proceed to step 3. Otherwise, you're going to use the regular rankings and stop there. Number 3, how many high cards does the 4 to the flush contain? 1, 2, or 3? And then you have to look, number 4 is you got to look at the total of the multipliers. Is the number of multipliers, are there any multipliers at all? And then number 5 is use the scenario 1A strategy table that I just showed to decide whether you keep the 4 to the flush or the pair of aces. And then, in case you weren't familiar, this is the table here. So 1 high card, you keep the aces. 2 high card, you keep the aces. 3 high cards, you keep the aces only if you have multipliers. If there's no multipliers, then you keep the 4 to the flush. Now my Zoom is messing with me here, so I have to. Okay, so now we go to number 1. You said, Dad, only 2 high cards, so you keep the aces, right?
Right, but see, I was going by the multipliers because I was thinking you got 8 is higher than 5. The multipliers is higher than the number of hands that you're playing. That was sort of what I based my answer on.
Yes, which would have been true if there were 3 high cards, but even if with the 2 high cards, no matter what, you could have 5 12 times multipliers, so you could have 60. Your multipliers could equal 60, and you'd still keep the aces because there's only the 2 high cards in the flush.
Okay.
All right, so you passed question number 1, Dad.
Hooray for Daddy.
Question number 2. You're playing 10 play. And you have 1 2 times multiplier. And then on your hand, you have King, Jack, Ace, 6 of hearts, and an Ace of clubs.
I think you would keep the 4-card flush because you have 3 high cards, and you have 11 multipliers.
No, you had it backwards.
I did.
If you have any multipliers, you keep
6,
the aces.
7, 8, 10, 11.
It is an 11 times multiplier, or some, but if there's a multiplier, you keep the aces. You had it backwards.
Well, I failed already.
I like Suzette's strategy. Suzette said she's just going to pray that she's dealt a royal flush.
Yeah, there you go.
Only if you have all 12 times multipliers, though, right, Suzette? So here's your answer. 4 to the flush contains 3 high cards. You saw that.
Yes.
But we have an active 2 times multiplier, which means the multiplier is higher than the hands played, 11 out of 10. So again, we keep the pair of aces. So you had it right. You just had the strategy backwards.
Backwards. Okay.
So you figured it out there, but you were just
backwards.
It's due to my terrible teaching, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
So now here's hand number 3, Dad. You have Ace 2 3 5 of diamonds and an Ace of spades on 3 play with 1 3 times multiplier.
I would keep the aces.
What is in the hand, though, Dad?
4 to a straight flush.
Yes. Is that the scenario we're going over?
I don't know. Is it?
No, it's aces versus 4 to a flush. We did not talk about 4 to a straight flush.
Oh.
4 to a straight flush is more powerful.
It is?
Yes.
Well, I know you would go for it.
4 to a straight
Frank's
flush.
above any high pair.
Above any high pair. That's
See,
how you play it in Ultimate X.
Yeah. I wonder how close it is, though, because can you plug this in and see how close it is?
We can go do that.
Because I sort of I would like getting paid in my pair of aces, knowing I'm going to get paid.
Okay, so let's go test it. We'll go to Pro New Session here. What it was 3 play, right? Ultimate X Poker.
Yes.
3 play. Game variation bonus poker. 6-5 bonus poker. $1,000 starting bankroll. Isn't that? I wish I could do that in the casino. Just press something on a keyboard and make my starting bankroll go from 100 to 1,000. Okay, so triple play. So what it was Ace 2 3 5.
Right.
And what was the sum of the multipliers here? It was 3 5. The sum of the multipliers is 5, and then we have 1 more ace. So now, if we deal the cards here, now this is pro training, so this actually tells you. So, I didn't hit bet max.
Oh. All right, we'll do it.
Well, let's see if it matters. That's a huge difference. Good God.
87 versus 62. It is huge, huh? I
Wow.
wouldn't have thought it'd be that big a difference.
It's got to be because of the 11 times multipliers.
Oh.
Well,
okay.
let's hold on.
If you get a straight flush, I will. All right.
Hold on.
Bet the max.
Let me pick the cards again. Ace 2 3 3 5 5 times multiplier and another ace, and now the bet max button. Let's just see if it changes here. It was the same. All right, so it did take it into account already because it's those 11 times multipliers, Dad. They're so powerful.
Oh, 11 times just on a flush.
If you catch the flush, you get an 11 times multiplier on the next hand. That's why. Which, how often does that happen that you get three of or
Right.
two of them in triple play?
Yeah.
That never
not
happens
very
with us. Well, to be fair, Mr. Brain, he said I'm 100% so far. I did look at this quiz earlier, so I'm cheating. Okay.
All right. Well, that was interesting. I didn't realize it was. See, I would have said, oh, I got a pair of aces, and I'm going to get myself a winner no matter what. With at least one of them a 3-time multiplier. So that was interesting.
Okay,
it was a big difference.
Yes. Oh, it's way bigger than I thought. I knew that was the correct play, but I still thought it was going to be a lot closer.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the next one, Dad. Hand 4 of 6. 5 play with no multipliers. You have 10 queen ace 8 of spades versus an ace of diamonds. So pair of aces versus 10 queen ace 8 of spades.
I'm keeping the pair of aces again.
Why?
Why? Because there's only 2 high cards otherwise.
Haha, you got that one. 10 is not a high card, even though it's part of the royal.
There you go.
So it's just 2 high cards. So even though you only have, there's no multiplier, 10 does not count as a high card. Because if you have a pair of 10s, it does not pay.
Okay.
So you got that one. So what are you?
2 out of 3.
2 out of, well, we're on 4 hands, but
No.
2 out
3
of
out
4.
of 4.
5. Here you go, Dad. No multipliers, ace, queen, king, and a 3 of clubs, and a
I'm
pair
going
of
with
aces.
I'm going with the 4-card flush.
Why?
3 high cards, no
Man.
multipliers.
All right. Contains 3 high cards, no active multipliers. So in this case, you keep the 4 to the flush. All right, Dad, you're 3 out of 5.
All right, making a comeback.
Woo! Maxed multipliers. Well, not maxed. 3 times multiplier on all 3 hands on triple play. Pair of aces.
I'm going for the royal. That's what my boy would say.
Yes, yet again, it's not 3 to a 4-card flush, but rather 4 to a royal. So you go for the royal.
Exactly.
No guts, no glory.
So what I get? 4 out of 6.
Yes.
Is that a passing score?
That is 4 out of 6 is, what are those worth?
Quick, do the math.
15, about 15% a piece. You got a 60%, I think, about.
In Florida, that's passing.
Well, yeah, that's why we have the worst public school education in America, I think.
I don't think it's the worst. Maybe in the lower percentiles, but I don't think it's the worst.
So now what we're going to do is you can't do Ultimate X, the one we were playing today, Ultimate X bonus streak. So yes, so that was the nice little quiz that Mr. Brain wrote. I thought it was very nicely done. You picked very good hands.
Thank you, Mr. Brain.
Quiz. I liked your choice of hands. Very good, because it was there were a lot of tricky ones in there. So very good.
Should we tell people about the contest? You have a contest this week?
Yes. So we have a contest this week, once again, and you can win a free, is it 1 month gold membership?
Yes.
So you get a free 1 month gold membership to videopoker.com, which I think is worth like, what, $25 or something? $10,
something like that.
something
All past winners were awarded their prizes. So
yes.
if you
was a little late because Dad was out of town, so that's my bad. Yeah, so there should be new quizzes. Now, you guys don't have to worry about making a quiz for next week because I'm out of town. So, no quiz next week. Because my dad is not, can't really do this live streaming from the computer himself.
I'm technically challenged when it comes to
if you want to play in our challenge, this is what your login screen on videopoker.com looks like. Go to play, and you go to player challenges. And then you're going to scroll down to challenges in progress. And it's right here. Ultimate X bonus streak. That's us. Somebody needs to play in it before I can. So if anybody's logged in, go start that on videopoker.com. In the meantime, we're going to play some video poker. We are going to play Ultimate X Poker Bonus Streak.
This is becoming our favorite game now.
Yes. Deuces bonus poker. This is the game we crushed it on. What did we make? $1,500 or something? Was
yeah,
insane.
But that's a secret. That's a secret until the video comes out.
Yes. Okay. Well, it won't let us. Change the pay table, but we're going to go ahead and work on this. Now, let me ask you this. So, Pax and Mr. Brain, you guys are the math whizzes. If we're trying to learn our Ultimate X bonus streak strategy for Deuces Wild bonus, there's no way to train for that. Should we just train on regular Ultimate X strategy? That would probably be good enough, I would think, right? Woo, full house. So the way this game works, if you're not familiar, is you just saw how Ultimate X worked at the beginning when I showed you guys. On this one, instead of getting a bonus on your next hand for any winning hand, you need to have the third highest hand to get a winning, but then you get a minimum 3 in a row. So on Deuces Wild, you need a flush or better. If you're playing on a game with no wild cards, you need 3 of a kind or better. So this is what it is. So if you get between a flush and a 4 of a kind, you're going to get a 2x, a 2x, and a 4x on your next 3 hands. If you get a straight flush or higher, all the way up to a natural royal, you're going to get a streak of 5. You get a 2x on the next hand, then a 4x, then an 8x, then a 10x, then a 12x. And then if you have any of those currently active, like we had here on the full house and here on the 4 of a kind, if you have a streak active and you get another hand that would have activated a streak, it maxes out all your remaining multipliers to 12x. So now we have those 12x multipliers. I think it's going to be just this. Oh wait, we're not even training. I forgot. It's not even tell us whether or not we're playing.
No, I would have gone with 4, 5, 6. So based on what I was doing earlier today in regular Ultimate X when I played this game. When I was playing in regular Ultimate X, you did not keep one King Jack with a deuce, I think.
I seem to remember that in the regular strategy as well. Well, it could be fun, a training strategy that you guys make. The issue is there's a lot already available, though, so I'm not sure it would be worth the effort of making it. But, well, yes, I'm sure that the strategies are very different. But my thought was just, if I'm trying to train at all, I feel like it would be better to train on that. I think if I went into playing the game with the Ultimate X strategy, instead of going in with just the regular Deuces Wild bonus strategy, I think I would do better in the game. Wait, what does David say? It seems like it's a good move to take the 3 high cards to a royal instead of taking the 3 high cards with a non-high card for a flush. Once you do. But, David, the reason why you don't do that, that's how you would normally do it. Well, not against a high pair. But normally, if you have a 4-card flush, if you're not playing Ultimate X, if you have a 4-card flush and 3 to the royal, you go for 3 to the royal. But in Ultimate X, getting a flush gives you an 11 times multiplier. So it's getting that 11 times, the chance of getting that 11 times multiplier makes it more valuable. Hello, Mondo. How are you? All I'm going to say, guys, is we've had a very good last few days. I haven't edited the videos yet. But we've got to be damn close to breaking even.
It's the best we've ever done.
Yes, it's the best week we've ever done. We've ever had, I mean. stupid heart covering part of the chat window? I don't know. Scroll down? I'm not sure. All right, so let's go play the Ultimate X strategy for this. I'm not sure how you get rid of that, Mr. Brain. So, Pro, new session. We're going to go Ultimate X Poker. 5 hands. Deuces Wild bonus.
I guess the math is too complex to do.
Yeah, that's what they were. That's what they said. Is that you need too much computation power to figure it out, especially since they're on a server.
Yeah, but not for my boy. My boy can figure it out in his brain.
Maybe refresh the page, Mr. Brain. I don't know.
Now, there's not a way to bring up all hard hands here, is there? That's got to be 5, 6, 7. 5, 7 deuce.
Yeah. You can, I think. New session? Is there a way to just get it to come back up? I don't know. But I find that in these games, if you tell it to play only hard hands, they're like, it's ones that are like coin flips, like
borderline.
Yeah, that are not actually that difficult. Here, I would say it's all new cards.
Yes, sir. You got a lot of junk. And a lot of times you go for all new cards in this.
Wow, you guys figured out the 10-play computations, and it's taken up a gigabyte of space. Wow. I say go for the straight flush, yeah?
I would think so. Yeah.
That's on bonus streak, or that's on just regular Ultimate X? Huh. What would you do here, Dad? 8, 9,
Go for
10?
the straight flush.
You would?
Yes, sir. Let's see. No,
it is all of it.
Wow, look at that. Is this like what we had today with our dealt straight? But the straight was only 5 credits.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now but a straight flush is 12x, right?
It is, which is why I thought maybe because there's already so many multipliers there. I don't know.
And a flush is only 4x. But it was a guaranteed winner. Guaranteed 150 credits. So
yeah, guaranteed. Triple up. It was worth 150 plus the 4x's on this next hand.
All right.
Oh, I don't want dynamic replay on. So here I'm going to say only the 4s.
No, I think it's both.
Oh, it's both because we want to get full houses for the multipliers, right? Yeah, okay.
And you don't go for inside straights.
Never. Let's see, with all these multipliers, let's see it. Yep, still 2 pair. Okay. I don't think there's anything here. Correct, yeah.
You started at 1,000?
I believe so, yeah.
5s. That's 5s. And by the way, this is the Pro version. If you want to take advantage of our offer, you would get the gold version.
Oh yes,
the gold
yeah,
version
yeah. You just get the gold version, but it's still pretty good. You just don't get. It tells you the best way to play every hand, but just the top way. It doesn't tell you all the next 7.
You cannot play Ultimate X.
You can't train on Ultimate X.
You can't
can still
train
play
on it. You can play it, right, but you can't get advice on how to play your hands unless you have the pro version.
I think the pro version is worth every penny, though. I think nothing here, yeah?
Yeah, no. Can you pick cards? Pick King, Jack, Deuce, 4, 5. Let me see.
All suited?
No, King, Jack suited.
King, Jack.
Yeah.
Deuce.
4 and a 5 of clubs and spades. Whatever. I guess it's got to be the 3-card royal.
With this many multipliers, maybe.
Oh.
Yeah, so let's do it again. Deuce, Jack, King, 5. 5. Let's see with no multipliers. Oh, I did 5, 5. Whoops. Okay, yeah. That's why. Let's try this again. Let's see if I can't screw this one up again. Deuce, Jack, King, 6, 5. I don't see any heart logo at all. Yeah, so with no multipliers, but it's, look how close it is. 0.08, but still, that adds up after a while with how much we play.
Yeah, but you're not going to play it perfectly. So, I mean, if you're aware of that, that's pretty good. I noticed that when I was practicing it earlier today. But again, maybe it's different in bonus streak. I don't know. Because normally you would keep Deuce, King, Jack suited.
Yeah. With that many multipliers, I'm saying it's queens.
Sure. Wasn't even close.
No, it wasn't. Let me see. Is that heart because of me? I don't think I did anything. Queen, queen.
Can you maybe explain to people how the gold training works and how they can sign up for the free 14-day membership?
Yeah, so let's see. If you go to Learn Gold Training, well, just use that link at the bottom. Videopoker.com/gents will give you that free 14-day trial. Let's play triple spin poker for Kevin. I see Kevin's here in the chat.
I think we get killed in that game every time we play in the casino.
And it's Deuces Wild, so this is how it's going to work. So you see this traffic light. If you play it right, it gives you the green light, and it tells you the correct strategy there was to keep the 5s. Let's just play it wrong here, just to see. So if you, the correct play would be to keep the 10s. We're going to keep the ace. No. Gives you a red light. If you're close, if it's very close, like the hand we were just going over that was at 0.08 difference EV, it'll give you the yellow light. But if you're way wrong, it gives you the red light.
By the way, if you are not familiar with spin poker is different. You're playing multi-lines, but it's all from one deck. Each of those 3 screens is each from one different deck.
Yeah, so you're only playing, even though there's 27 pay lines, you're only playing from 3 decks.
You're playing 9 pay lines in each of 3 different decks. Wow, where are all your flushes?
For real, or my straights, or my straight flushes. Now 3-4 is too low, so I believe it's just the deuce.
So you can go in with gold training. You can change the games. You can also change the pay tables.
Yeah, here. So
because you want to have it to match up the pay tables in the casino you're playing at. different casinos have different pay tables, so you want to make sure you're matching it up to the one where you're going to be playing.
So, for instance, here you hit edit. You can do all these different games. If you say you like double double bonus, and your casino only has 9-5 double double bonus, sometimes the strategy will change from 9-6 down to 9-5. So even though the 9-6 has a better pay table, if your casino only has the 9-5, you want to make sure that you know how to play the game that your casino has. It would be silly to learn a game that doesn't apply to you. So. Oh, it's ace. I forgot. I thought we were still playing the Deuces Wild.
No, sir. Oh, should have been playing Deuces Wild. Would have been 4 of a kind there.
Everybody's troubleshooting Mr. Brain's heart. Yeah, maybe unlock the screen and rotate it. Let's see how many quads we getting, Dad.
2.
I don't see any. Do you? No.
No, sir.
Is Rutland here? I haven't seen Rutland comment yet. I don't think he's here. Just gonna tell him I'm going fishing this week. This coming week.
Speaking of this coming week, this Monday, your mother and I will be live streaming.
Oh, yes.
Casino Virginia.
Yes, so let's see. What is our... So this coming Monday is June 12th. My dad and my mom will be live streaming that day. The following Monday, June 19th, there will be no live stream because my dad goes on a cruise on the 18th and I get back the 19th at night. So I'm going to live stream for you guys on Tuesday the 20th. We don't usually live stream on Tuesdays. It's not going to continue being on Tuesdays afterwards. It's just neither one of us is going to be here on Monday. So might as well do it Tuesday. I feel like it's better to move it to Tuesday for 1 week than to give you guys no...
now, if you do that on Tuesday, maybe you could play at Coconut Creek and play the spinning wheel game. You like that one?
Well, yes, but I would love to. But the issue is we got copyright strike last time I live streamed from there.
Oh. Yeah, the music's loud in those Seminole casinos.
Let's play deal draw poker. I love this game. 10 play double double. This is a crazy game where you get paid on your deal more, and then you get paid again.
We played this at Dania.
Double double bonus. We have. The issue is it's bad pay tables though.
Yeah.
Let's see. Custom pays edit. Double double bonus. I don't even think it's 964. I think it's 954. So it's like a 95% game.
Wow.
But look, you get paid on double double bonus. You got paid on a pair of 5s through 10s.
And we have cut back on our 6-card poker.
Yes, that game's been crushing our hopes and dreams.
We have not had much luck on that. And the other thing about that game is you really can't play it anywhere. I think it's only in like 3 casinos in the country or something like that. It's an interesting game, but if you don't get those rarer hands that are up on top using all 6 cards, it's a killer.
But yes, oh, and that's the other thing, guys, is in the videos coming out in the next week or so, you're going to see me dancing a lot. So.
Well, you missed one dance.
Oh, I did, didn't I?
You did. Forgot all about it. You were
multiple dances in 1 week, guys. Pat says learn the Deuces Wild strategy. My dad just doesn't want. No, it's not even Yamava footage. I honestly didn't even film at Yamava. I just did the live stream. This is all this week. We were filming at the Casino Dania Beach and the Hard Rock. Sunglasses and fur coats. I don't know. Maybe I should.
I like Ultimate X bonus. I was never a big fan of Ultimate X, but I mean, it's a very exciting game. You never know what's going to happen.
Oh, bonus streak, you mean?
Yeah. Well, bonus, but even Ultimate X itself, but bonus streak's even more exciting, I think.
Yeah, bonus streak is fun. Oh, Mr. Brain. Is Mr. Brain still here? Did he give up because of his heart yet? I like that. Change the channel to Big Pimpin' Jackpot Gents.
Oh, Pimp My Video Poker.
There you go.
On MTV. All right, I think it's time to move on from this game.
I know. It's just I like playing it for not money because it's bad.
Yeah. Well, is this game widely available? Probably not.
It's an older game. It's an older game, but it checks out.
Now, there's a new game that videopoker.com is going to come out with.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Well, Powerhouse Plus is on videopoker.com now. You've seen us play that. But Mr. Brain, what I was going to say is we hit the 8,000 credit royal. So make sure you keep on Ultimate X Gold. Make sure you keep an eye out for that one. Extra Draw Frenzy. That's a fun one. Yeah, let's do that.
We haven't played much of that lately. We keep getting killed in that thing. And our thought is, if you're going to get it once in 47 times, maybe you're better off playing bonus streak. If you're going to get dealt the 3 of a kind.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the odds are the same. You have to bet more, but you get it there. It's great.
FF Chef asked us if we've ever played split card poker. I've heard of it, but no, I've never played it. First hand, look at that.
Wow, lucky you.
That never happened. Oh, and of course it's so loud. I got it before I got to turn down the volume.
How many 4 have we done? 1?
David, he can't do that. He's on a laptop. None of them. Look at that. That's how it normally works. We go 0 for 25.
Exactly.
Mr. Brain, you try changing the resolution, maybe?
You're already in 8th place, man.
There you go.
Stop right now. Which you may want to remind people about that contest. You have to play 100 hands in that contest.
Oh, yes, in the contest.
You cannot stop.
The challenge. You have to do all 100 hands to qualify. And whoever comes in first place wins the... oh, let's go see if somebody's played yet. Let's do that. Player challenges. So this is what you do. And then right here under Accept a Challenge, you'll see it right there at the top. The Jackpot Gents Ultimate X Bonus Streak. Play now. Yeah, I know your resolution's fine. I was just going to say maybe if you change it, it'll move the heart somewhere else. Deuces bonus. But I told my dad we did so well in that game today. You know if we played again, we're going to get absolutely crushed.
You never know. And we were playing Deuce's Wild Bonus, which I really hate, but I like it.
Yeah, I think I got him hooked on it, guys. Mm-hmm. Now here, no, with one heart, you're not gonna, or with one wild card, you're not going to do it.
I think you should keep it.
No, because you're not going to get any. You're not going to get any multipliers.
Oh, you can't get any.
Because you need a flush or
and
better.
Just the deuce.
I'm going for 8-4.
Oh please, it's got to be just the deuce.
Okay.
You're dreaming 8-4. There, see how much better that was?
25 credits? I don't think it could have been any worse if I went deuce 8-4. Mr. Brain, are you saying YouTube has a bleeding heart? Let's see it. Here we go. We did it. 2 12s coming out.
So anyone who plays in this contest, you have till midnight next Wednesday.
Yes.
You have to play 100 hands, but you do not have to play them all at the same time. You can leave whenever you want and come back, but you just have to finish all 100 hands by midnight next Wednesday.
Here I'm going for the 5-8. There's only 2 gaps.
Sure.
Look at that. I'm a genius.
Are you? You won 10 credits, I guess so. That makes you a genius.
My holding 3 to a straight flush got me a full house. Ace 4. I'm not going to do it there because the interference from the deuce. Bingo, bango. Look at that. Not in the contest. You can't check your play on this, but in pro, we can. I gotta see if somebody has a strategy for this game. I would not be surprised if they don't.
You can't play this in Pro.
No, you can only play regular
Strategy.
Ultimate X and Pro, which is why you may have been not been here yet, Kevin. But I was asking Mr. Brain and Paxor if they thought training in that would be good enough to get us at least a little close.
And the answer was?
No,
No.
I don't think.
Well, we're playing by the seat of our pants. What can you say?
But it worked out. Four
Well,
deuces.
then how do they know what the? Well, I guess they do all the math.
They've done the math. They've just nobody's broken it down to make the strategy.
What the return is on the game, theoretical return.
Well, I think that's what Mr. Brain and Paxor were saying. Paxor's information is enough to build strategies. His information takes up a gigabyte. Mr. Brain's information is enough just to have the hands ranked, and it takes up like 44 bytes or so, 44 megabytes. Would the viewers there? Yeah. So Paxor's asking, do you guys would you like the Ultimate X training scenarios to be pre-recorded and released as separate video segments, or would you like to leave it as the Thursday live stream? Or we could pre-record them and put them out in groups that are going to be like 15, 20 minutes long.
And would you like to see Steve get tested on all of this?
Yeah, there you go.
And screw them all up.
Well, you could technically refer back to this later because it does store them. But oh, somebody else is here. Somebody else with a cute little dog is here. Oh, 44 bytes. Wow, yeah, that's small.
Where's Milo tonight?
Milo? I don't know. Where is he?
Your
He's
friend
probably
Milo.
sitting in the bedroom with Holly reading.
We did not get it. You get a bonus for 5 aces in this game?
Yes, you do.
Wait, we weren't even close to that, were we?
We got 4 aces a few times. Milo! Nothing.
And do you keep, there's no kickers other than if you were dealt 3 deuces and an ace, would you keep the ace, or you just go for the 4 deuces?
3 deuces? No, you keep the ace because you want 4 deuces with the ace because it pays double. Now here, this is a scenario we didn't go over, Dad. Is I know the 2 pairs you keep them both because you want to try and get full houses, but here where one of the 2 pairs pays more than the other, 5 5s would pay more than 5 7s. So would you keep just this one?
That's kind of low, but you go for it anyway, I guess. So, yeah, you play this game. I don't really play this game as much. We played it today. But can you show the pay table again? Because you get more for
Straight flush.
3s, 4s, and 5s. No,
Yeah.
just the regular pay table.
Because it's a mix between deuces, wild, and bonus poker. But they can't give you a bonus for 2s, 3s, or 4s because it's deuces, wild.
Right.
So there's the 4 deuces is at the top. So they, instead of 2s, 3s, 4s, they make it 3s, 4s, 5s. And of course, instead of 4 of a kind, they make it 5 of a kind because 4 of a kind is too easy with bonus with wild cards.
Right. But I don't think there were any hands where that was a factor today, where we wanted to. Where would that be a factor in what you hold as opposed to?
If you're playing the regular game, you don't keep you keep two
in
pairs.
regular?
But if you have like if we had 5s and 7s in
Uh-huh.
non-ultimate X, you would keep just the 5s and hope for 5 5s. You wouldn't
Uh-huh.
keep the second 2 pair.
Okay, but in this one, because of the multipliers,
Because full house gives you
full
a
house
multiplier.
gives you. Okay,
Yeah.
all right, got it.
Yeah, so let's see. Pro, I was actually just there. I don't know why I closed that. Ultimate X Poker. Here's Milo. Hi, Milo. Your presence has been requested, little man. This is wild bonus. $1,000. Hey, buddy. You snuck in here. Let's see. Milo, everyone wants to see you. Come here. Come. Come here. Everyone wants to see you. And by everyone, I mean my dad.
Michael had asked. I guess that scenario where I said you got three deuces and an ace.
Uh-huh.
He says, but don't you want to ditch the ace to have a better chance of getting the fourth deuce?
I don't think so, because if you catch the ace, if you catch another ace, you'll get 5 aces for 400 credits. If you get another deuce, you'll get 4 deuces with an ace for 4,000 credits. Or you can catch wild royals.
Can you recreate that hand here in just regular?
Yeah, let me
to see what the difference is.
Deuce wild bonus. What was it again?
Three deuces and an ace and whatever you want.
A 9. Whoa, that's loud. Sorry. So, you were saying, Michael was saying keep just the deuces, yeah? And you were saying...
Right, and you say keep the ace because if you get the fourth, keep the ace kicker because if you get the fourth deuce, it pays twice as much. Oh, that's a big difference. Look at that.
Almost.
So, Michael, there's your answer as to why you would keep that ace kicker because it's a huge difference there.
Over 100 coins, yeah.
Well, that's like 100.
Because look at this, you can
86.
You can get a royal flush right here. You're getting 4 of a kinds no matter what.
Oh, that's
or
true.
You can get
That's
a straight
true.
flush.
Right, I forgot about the royal. All right, that makes sense. I think the royal's probably a big factor in there too. Well, that was interesting. I learned something there.
So let's see the other one that I was talking about. The 5s and the 7s.
Another scenario? Oh, okay, right.
So 5, 5, 7, 7, 10, I guess.
But are you talking about regular?
Well, no, I'm talking about an Ultimate X because I know in regular you would just keep the 5s.
Oh, okay.
Let's see, is it both? It is.
9 credit.
Mm-hmm.
So
9 credit difference.
30% higher.
So now let's see if we do it again because we're gonna have a 6-time multiplier coming out. 5, 5, 7, 7, 10. We'll have a higher multiplier. Let's see if it's closer. Still the 2. Now it's 11 credits. Got further away, didn't it?
It did.
Huh.
Slightly. The other one was 30%. That's below 50%.
Let's see. Well, let's see. Pick cards. No multipliers. We're going to do absolutely no multipliers. 5, 5, 7, 7, 10. And then we'll max out the multipliers and see. So it's 38 versus 30. So with no multipliers, it's close. Now, pick cards. Now, if we have 12 times multipliers on everything, let's see it. 5, 5, 7, 7, 10. Here, is it going to be just the 5s? No, it's still both. Wow. Big difference.
30.
So I guess no matter what. Now let's see if it's aces. Let's try it with aces then. Ace, ace, 7, 7, 10. Even still, even with aces. So you always keep 2 pairs when you're playing Ultimate X then. Let's try to
What
get
if you have
6
0?
times coming out.
Yeah.
That was 0 multipliers.
Oh, that was 0? Oh, and 60.
And now we're going to try it with 6s. Still, no. Okay, so no matter what, in Ultimate X, you're keeping 2 pairs. You learn something new. All right, we're after 9 o'clock. Take it easy, everybody.
All right, just a reminder of next week's schedule.
Next Monday, just mom and dad. The following Monday, no live stream. It'll be Tuesday the 20th.
And we'll be back with training. Matt will be back on his own with training, not this Thursday, but the
following Thursday.
The following Thursday.
So I'll live stream the following week on Tuesday and Thursday.
And Michelle